Today we'll be taking you through a traditional Argentinian chimichurri. We were down in Argentina a couple years back on holidays, and we had the pleasure of going out to an Argentinian asado cooking school. And this is the recipe we learned while we're there, and we're super excited to share it with you. If you thought steaks couldn't be elevated another level, if you make this fresh chimichurri and just drizzle a little bit of it on the top at the end, it's just an incredible taste profile that'll blow your mind. For this recipe, we're just gonna need some fresh parsley, oregano, red wine vinegar, olive oil, chili flakes, pepper, some sea salt to be ground, garlic, and we've got some chili flakes and then some chili peppers here. Now you can use these depending on the amount of heat that you want to add into the recipe. As a first step, we're just gonna wash our parsley. So I suggest getting a big bowl of water, and then you just dunk and then swish around your parsley like this. And this is just gonna get any dirt that's in the head of the parsley out, and keep it in the original elastic band or the wrapping here on the stem so that you don't lose the shape of your parsley, because it'll come in handy here in a second. All right, with that done, we're now just gonna shake it here, shake it off well, and we're gonna dry it off with some paper towel. So for this recipe, we're gonna need 1 cup of roughly chopped parsley. And to do that, I just like holding the stems here and with a sharp knife, shaving the parsley off like this. Perfect. So we'll just go through and remove some of the long stems like this before we chop this and fill up a cup full of parsley. The reason we're de-stemming the parsley here is the stems will just be tough and it's not gonna make for a smooth chimichurri that we're looking for. Now that we have the stems picked out, we're just gonna roughly chop this parsley. So I come in here. Now that we've got this roughly chopped, we want 1 cup of roughly chopped parsley. So just measure that out in your measuring glass here. Perfect, we've got just the right amount. So we've just put the parsley in a bowl, and now we're gonna put in 4 cloves of crushed garlic. Now for the oregano, we're just gonna use 2 tablespoons of dried oregano. So just crush that off here. Perfect. Make sure we aren't getting any stems either. Now we'll just add this into the mix. Now we'll go in with 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Then we'll add in 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. And now we'll add in 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground sea salt. And now 1/8 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Now we're gonna add in chili flakes for a little bit of heat. You can leave this out, it's optional, but we'd suggest going for somewhere around 1/4 teaspoon of chilies. Now we're just gonna use a spoon and mix this evenly all together. The aromas coming off of this are just unbelievable. It really reminds me of our trip to Argentina. Now that we've got this all mixed together, we're just gonna wanna do a taste test. It smells absolutely incredible, but you wanna taste it and just make sure you've got the right amount of salt, pepper, red wine vinegar, you name it. That is absolutely beautiful. This takes us right back to our trip to Argentina. Being out in Mendoza, going on an asado trip where we're cooking steaks over open pit fires right at the base of the Andes. Absolutely beautiful. Really bright, vibrant, some acidity here. It'll be great to cut through the fat on steaks. So the only thing left to do is bring out the steaks and top them with some chimichurri. We've got a New York strip here. We did this medium rare indirect out on the Kamado. And now we're just gonna load it up with a little bit of chimichurri. And my wife, she often complains that I cook too much steak and there's not enough greens in the meal. So with this recipe, look, we've got some greens here. It's perfect. So there you have it, folks. You've got a traditional Argentinian chimichurri, just like the gauchos taught us on our asado adventure. If you like this video, consider subscribing, give it a like below, and we'll see you on the next one.